everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Burn It Down with Kim Brown. This is a place where we set oppression and fuego because you guys, oppression is asking for it. Fucking capitalism is begging for it. The patriarchy also begging for it. Woo, American hegemony begging for it. It is begging to be burnt down, guys. And in the ways that we are able to, from our little corner of the world, we will toss our matches. we will throw our kerosene balloons, and we will do what we can do to contribute to not only to the destruction of the system as it is, but also committed to the rebuilding of a new system, a better system, maybe not even a system, maybe we call it something else. You know what I'm saying? A new structure, a new way of being and way of living in the ways that I believe that we can fucking live, to be honest. Like, I don't think people should be in poverty. I don't think people should be in war zones. Like, it's possible that folks can not be hungry and be not unhoused. Like these days, that's not a utopia, motherfuckers, for all, anybody that thinks it's possible. And if you don't think it's possible, then it'll never be. So, and honestly, guys, it may not be possible for me and you know what I'm saying? What's one of them little goofy songs they used to sing to us when we was children? I'd like to teach the world to be a better place for you and me. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna shut up. Welcome to the show, everybody. Shout out to everyone that's checking us out, watching us here for the first time or the thousandth time. We love it all. So please engage with the content as much as you're able. Please thumbs up on the videos, please, and thank you. I've been asking for over 100 likes on videos, and y'all have been coming through and responding more than accordingly. So thank you so much to the Fire Fam and aspiring Fire Famers. And to be clear, so the viewers of Burn It Down with Kim Brown are self-known as the Fire Fam. That is not the name I gave, but it is a name that I definitely support. And if you aspire to be Fire Fam, you don't ask me. You ask the Fire Fam. The Fire Fam vets all new candidates. Okay, so if you come in here on some bullshit, your application could be, in jeopardy. Your shit might get held up on the fourth floor. We don't want that to happen. So just don't come in here on some bullshit. We are not, and the Fire Fam are absolutely not sycophants, by the way. There's just people don't always agree with me, and that's fine. And just disagreement is welcome. Bullshit, however, bullshit is deeply unwelcome. So just, plan your remarks accordingly. So there's that. So guys, I'm gonna get into two stories today. Okay, serious story and a decidedly less serious story. The less serious story. I was watching the Remix Morning Show this morning on the channel currently known as Black Power Media. Period. And the Bruvs plus Jackie pulled out the Cameron clip on CNN. And I said, who did this? Who did this? Who did this? And Cameron has responded, by the way, to the reaction around his appearance on CNN. If you're not familiar, the rapper Harlem, Harlem, he was a Harlem World, whatever, man. It's Harlem nigga who rapped in the 90s. Cam in the early aughts. Cam is infamous for making memorable, if not notorious, appearances on cable news. And I want us to go back in time. We're going to look at the CNN clip because it's fucking hilarious. This shit is hilarious. But I hope it is a lesson, though I know it is one probably going unlearned by the mainstream media. If you don't know who motherfuckers are in a culture, if you are not familiar enough with a culture, if you ain't kept up long enough with a culture to know who is who likes who dislikes who, and the type of people that you're inviting on your cable news network, you deserve to be embarrassed. You did, shout out to Kalechi Okafor. You deserve that embarrassment. You deserve it. And the other story I want to talk about is the breaking news that came out today from the International Criminal Court regarding the warrants. Woo! These niggas done issued warrants for Netanyahu, his defense minister. They threw some Hamas folks in there for good measure. But the news is that fucking Netanyahu, it might be out here on the run eating. Him and Diddy might be headed to Bali together to go stay next to Russell Simmons. The shit could get real out here. It's getting very real very quickly. So we're going to get into these stories here, kids. Una momento, because, you know, if you're watching me for the first time or 10th time or 1,000th time again, you know I got to go into the chat and say what's up to our viewers, the good people over here at BIDWKB. Shout out to the folks that are watching us on other platforms. Twitch, I will see you tomorrow for the Kim's Twitch turn up. Tomorrow at sometime between 5 and 7 p.m. Eastern time. I will be playing the music. Speaking of Jay-Z, even though Jay-Z has not been directly implicated in any of this Diddy shit, TikTok is on his ass. well, TikTok and motherfucking Jaguar Wright. Y'all, that's the interview I want. I want to talk to Jaguar Wright because I don't know what sis is doing. I don't know how she's doing. I don't know if she's doing it. I don't, there's a lot I don't know. That's why I have many questions. I have many questions. If you guys do not know who I'm talking about, Jaguar Wright is an amazing vocalist from Philadelphia. She is most notably known to mainstream music fans as the voice on Jay-Z's song called Song Cry. And on the Jay-Z Unplugged that he did for MTV, Jaguar is in that performance. She's seated, she's pregnant, she's glowing, and she's singing her fucking ass off. Jaguar Wright has a great album. Her debut album was fantastic. She's just an incredible artist. You know, she has gotten that difficult moniker, you know, as well, that a lot of Black women, myself included, get out here. But since she has said fuck it over the past few years, and I don't know how she knows all this dirt. I don't know how accurate or verifiable any of the things that she's saying it, but she's saying that shit. And if motherfuckers didn't want her to say it, they would sue her ass and hit her with a defamation or slander or some shit. So anyway, she's out here letting the chopper sing on the fucking industry. It is glorious. And I'd like to take the time to acknowledge and shout out Philadelphia IA, the 215th. I don't know where. Maybe chat. Hold on, let me get into the chat. If we have some Philadelphians, shout out to Infinite Content. We got any other Philadelphians in the chat? Can you please tell me where Jaguar Wright, what part of the city is she from? Because all this is giving me North Philly energy. It's giving me I can't tell. I'm like, is this North Philly energy? Is this West Philly energy? Like this is giving me North though. So whatever quadrant a Jaguar Wright from the good city of Philadelphia, whatever quadrant she's in, I'd like to pay my respects to that particular corner of Philadelphia, more specifically that neighborhood. Shout out to Jaguar Wright's block out here because they producing some real motherfucking G's. Okay, they producing some real niggas out here, and Philly has always produced real niggas if you paid attention to Philly. So, sheesh. That's all I could say is sheesh. How come I can't get the live up? What is going on? Uh-oh. Are we live? Uh-oh. Where's the live? Where did it go? This joint's not cooperating. We getting people in the chat? Well, okay, I see. Okay, there's faces in the chat. I don't know why I can't pull it up on my phone. It's very strange. Well, do me a favor. Can you turn your movie off since I know you're watching?
Talking about my city, or are you talking about?
I know you're watching Crooklyn for the 12th time in the background. You know what I'm saying? I live in
Crooklyn. That's a story for another day. How y'all doing out there in TV land?
Listen, I can't tell. I don't know why I can't pull up the broadcast on my phone. Is anyone?
Close it, bro. Open up the app and close the app, bro. You probably got 60 apps open, yeah.
Your father got 60 apps.
He definitely do. Y'all, green screen computer using niggas.
Shut up. Will called me a boomer the other day, and I just had to laugh. He said, I sent you the link, boomer. I said, shut up.
He did. Definitely did.
little dummy, you too loud out here. You Will's not a dummy. That's just how people from Baltimore greet each other and say they love each other. They call each other dummies. What's up, dummy? What your dumbass doing? Oh, is anybody telling us where Jaguar writes from Philadelphia?
Oh, she has her own podcast. Alicia says, and
but that's so cute, Alicia, because that's probably how you know Jaguar right, baby. I know her from singing and singing. Now she doing a different kind of singing. She is singing all right. She is fucking singing her ass off. Sheesh. No one knows where in Philly she's from. That's a shame, Philly. Y'all supposed to come up here and represent.
Give us some time. Infinite Content. He said he got a new job. So,
well, that's cool. I was trying to see if there was an update on the fucking YouTube app. My bad, guys. This is boomer energy. Will might be right, so I'm gonna
lean into it. It's okay.
I will lean into it. Will. Thank you. Wait till I get my trifocals. Right. You niggas will not be ready.
Yeah, no, I'm hanging around you. As soon as you get them discounts, we're gonna start hanging out. we gonna start hanging real tight. I like, no, that's my friend. That's my friend.
Man. Oh, there was an update. Bow. See, that's the problem. Sorry, guys. Thank you all for being patient with old folks. We certainly appreciate it. But anyway, yes, Jaguar right. Like I feel like the only people I kind of thank you, Will. I feel like the only people I kind of want to interview are black women. It's wild. Like it's like, but let's put. I can't rank Jaguar over Imani Barbarin over Olay. And I know y'all like Kim. You could get all of these people if you want. You might be right. You might be right.
I agree with said crowd.
Well, that was me talking to myself. Will.
My bad.
well, anyway, I saw a video about Leos that you probably appreciate, but it's fine. Will has Leo experience. That's why he's so patient. That's why he's still here, because he understands. It's not personal. He understands it's not personal. It's just Leo, Sorry. Kind of, but maybe not. Sorry. But kind of, but maybe not. Okay, all right. We reloaded with the latest version. Here we go. Come on, let me get in this chat. Let me get in this morning chat out this junk. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna move on. I don't know why I can't pull up the chat. Am I blocked from my own channel? That's very strange.
Multitask. Sorry.
I don't know. Well, fuck it. We'll just move along. Chat. I acknowledge y'all's presence. I thank you all so much for being here. Thanks to everybody that is supporting the channel with your time, your likes, your views, your comments, your participation in the chat, and your material support as well. It's Burn It Down with Kim Brown, Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. right here on YouTube at BIDWKB, Twitch, Instagram. Shout out to those watching us on Twitter at Burn It Down KB. What's going on? The big news that broke out of the International Criminal Court today, everybody. Hold on, before I even get into that, there has been so much fucking crazy geopolitical news. Can we acknowledge really quick that the Prime Minister of Slovenia managed to survive an assassination attempt? The president of Iran and his was it his foreign minister, someone very prominent in the Iranian cabinet, died as a result of a helicopter crash as part of a diplomatic endeavor with Iran and Azerbaijan. Some people are casting, lots of doubt as to whether or not that was indeed an accident. But also, again, here's the big shaker. America's biggest ally and the leader of America's biggest ally, Israel, has now been charged with crimes relating to genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. In all of the actions taken since October 7th, Israel has done deliberate harm to literally erase the Palestinian people from their lands. And I'm not going to delay here. I do want us to get right into the clip. And this is from Al Jazeera English. A whole nother separate conversation about the way that Al Jazeera and its journalists have been censored and silenced, but here they are saying on top of the story, and I want us to get into it. So the ICC prosecutor Karim Khan made the announcement today about the charges from the International Criminal Court that have been filed not only against Prime Minister Netanyahu, but I believe his defense minister as well. And some Hamas leaders have also been caught up in these charges. But Hamas is not a U.S. ally. Israel is. And Israel has been committing these genocidal acts with American bombs, American missiles, American bullets. And the international community is responding. So let's take a listen to what prosecutor Karim Khan had to say when making the announcement.
And examined by my office that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant bear criminal responsibility for the following international crimes committed on the territory of the State of Palestine from at least the 8th of October 2023. The crimes include starvation of civilians as a method of warfare, willfully causing great suffering, serious injury to body or health or cruel treatment, willful killing or murder, and intentionally directing attacks against a civilian population, as well as crimes against humanity of extermination and or murder, persecution, and allegations of crimes of committing other inhumane acts. It's alleged that these crimes were committed in the context of the ongoing armed conflict and as part of a widespread and systematic attack against the civilian population of Gaza, pursuant to a state policy. Unfortunately, these crimes continue to this day. My office submits that these individuals, through a common plan, have systematically deprived the civilian population of Gaza of objects indispensable to human survival. We have reached that conclusion based upon interviews with survivors, many eyewitnesses, experts, from satellite imagery, statements from Israeli officials, including the 2 individuals subject to the present application.
It's really deep to hear an international body, and this is not the first, by the way. The ICC has announced these charges. We know that the ICJ also approved a process to go forward to make sure that that South Africa's claim against Israel of genocide, they believe them, and they said we want to move onward with this process. South Africa has been recently supported by Egypt in that ICJ, the International Court of Justice endeavor. But here we have the ICC now bringing criminal charges. And to be clear, the United Nations, which whatever, you think the United Nations is worth, which by the way, most people outside of the West do not think the United Nations is worth much because they have themselves done the West bidding and have been very harmful in their presence in places where they have supposedly been there to help. But they do be monitoring the situations. And I watched the testimony a couple of weeks ago from, I believe, the UN Special Rapporteur, who had delivered a blistering, and she almost cried when she was given the report about the horrific conditions and the literally the willful destruction of the Palestinian people. And we're talking about civilians being targeted here, guys. We have heard about the mass graves outside of hospital, the Al Shifa Hospital and other hospitals as well, which are supposed to be safe zones per the Geneva Convention and many other, what's the phrase I'm looking for? I'm sorry, it'll come to me. Not code of conduct, but something about that. Like rules of engagement when it comes to warfare, right? Like you're not supposed to target hospitals. You're not supposed to target so-called soft spots, right? Soft zones, soft targets. And yet Israel was doing that not only willfully and intentionally, but with reckless abandon, with all disregard for civilian human life. This went beyond them trying to fight Hamas, right? And these are war crimes, crimes against humanity, intentionally and deliberately causing the starvation of Palestinians. If you haven't seen the pictures of the Israeli settlers attacking aid convoy trucks, ripping the aid, food, water, supplies, etc., ripping the aid off of the humanitarian aid trucks and destroying it. Not only destroying the aid, but destroying the aid workers, right? More aid workers have been killed even since those targeted by the Israeli forces who targeted the World Central Kitchen workers, right? So this is ongoing. Israel has not slowed down, and they have been completely enabled and abetted by the Biden administration, by Joe Biden personally, by Antony Blinken also, and supported by all the Zionist mouthpieces in the American popular sphere, from politicians, the Clintons, everybody, and then you have the goofballs, the celebrities, and then there's a lot going on here, right? There's a whole fucking lot going here, but this is not a little thing. In the space of criminal accountability, I think it's important that even if it doesn't go anywhere, the shit gets on the record, right? 100 years from now, hopefully, this will be on the record, right? Like it won't get erased, it won't get deleted from the historical narrative. Like this story needs to be told. What is happening to the Palestinians needs to be told, and those that have allowed it and helped it, those people need to be held accountable. And the only thing missing from that indictment, I suppose, if they call it that, from the ICC prosecutor right there, where the fuck was Joe Biden and Antony Blinken's name on this bitch? Like, wait a minute, you forgot a couple folks. You forgot to put Joey B on there. You forgot to put Antony B on there. I want us to take a look. Let's see. Where am I going here next? Because so even in spite of these charges being brought, the question is, who holds Israel accountable? I'm reminded of the first or second season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That the only two seasons that I watched. But Sheree Whitfield her line would never leave me. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me? Who is here to check Israel? The UN, the ICC, the ICJ, the United States? Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. Don't seem like nobody's here to check in Israel. And I want to play this clip again. I saw this on the morning show, but it stood out when the State Department spokesperson was confronted, I believe, by another Al Jazeera journalist about, okay, who's gonna make Israel stop doing the genocide? And the United States State Department spokesperson was like, I don't know. Who can really say? Who can really say? Well, let's run that clip if we could.
The actions by their military personnel.
If they have a complaint, they have to bring it to Israeli courts.
We have jurisdiction, and we have with the use of our equipment.
I'm sorry.
How do you have with the use of our military equipment that we have provided?
How do you have jurisdiction?
If you look at the Leahy law, if you look at
that's not jurisdiction in a criminal process. That's
not in a criminal process, but it has to do with the determinations that we make and the policies that flow from it.
Not jurisdiction.
But Matt, long term, you were right that we want to see.
You used to work for DOJ, Matt. Come on. U.S. does not have jurisdiction.
There are different. I wasn't referring to criminal jurisdiction, Matt. There are different ways to look at this. Long term, we agree with you that the Palestinian people should be a state that has have the ability to make these determinations. But that's not where we are today. That's where we're trying to get to.
You were fine with the ICC going up.
Go ahead, Humera.
So the United States has jurisdiction because it has all the bombs, right? And that's basically how the U.S. has dictated its own foreign policy, I would suppose, at least going back 100 years, right? Where are we at? 2024? What was happening 100 years ago? I guess we was done with World War I by then. But after that, after World War I got wrapped up, U.S. said, you know what? We are going to have our interests be served through the might of our military. That's it. Period. Point blank. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? Right? And whoever rolling with the thug, with the biggest terrorist state in the world is the U.S. Whoever rolling with the U.S. also got who gonna check me, boo energy, and that would be Israel, right? They have all the who gonna check me, boo energy. And I'm sure that Netanyahu and his cabinet are melting down in Tel Aviv behind this news. But at the same time, and it's just the indignity of how dare anybody say that we can't protect ourselves. It's not about that, right? This is way beyond Israel has a right to protect themselves or defend itself. You do not have a right to genocide hundreds of thousands of folks. Okay, I know the death toll for Palestinians is 35, 40,000. Hundreds of thousands, however, have been permanently maimed, disabled, disfigured, and where are their opportunities for healing, for recovery? It's not in Palestine. Gaza has been reduced to rubble, the majority of the country. But can I shout out the Palestinian resistance and the organizations that are a part of that? You know what I'm saying? Can I shout out the Palestinian resistance? Because just when the IDF thought that they was all good and y'all was going to just invade Rafah and just attack a civilian population, Hamas pop back up in the north, is like, psych. Guess who's Bazak? Still smelling yak on my clothes, or maybe have to read laps on these hoes. Let's go. The fight's not over. But here's where we can bring the fight against Genocide Joe. Because even in that State Department, and I'm sure that State Department press briefing, I would imagine this has been brought up to the State Department spokesperson, but the United States is in violation of its own laws by continuing to arm Israel, who is knowingly and willingly committing human rights violations, committing war crimes, and according to the ICC, crimes against humanity and those of a genocide. Like there are laws on the books that have been passed by Congress that forbade the U.S. from knowingly selling weapons to countries that are doing this, right? Now, we know that America don't give a fuck about law. Be serious. Laws is for y'all. the law is for y'all, right? The laws is for the non-whites, the non-capitalists, what are you talking about? Yeah, the law. So it would be interesting if any of these punk ass fucking Democrats in Congress, which we know they won't, even the so-called squad, whoever poses as the liberal resistance, can't even call it progressive, because that shit ain't progressive. I don't know what the fuck they're doing in Congress. I don't know. That shit definitely ain't progressive. I don't know what the fuck it is. But where is anybody trying to hold the Biden administration accountable for literally and willfully breaking U.S. federal law and continuing to militarily support Israel that is doing this? But the accountability is going to be, I suppose, paid upon Joe Biden in November. But we'll see how that goes. But hold on. Let me get back to one more thing here. So speaking of Joe Biden in November, Anthony Blinken today in front of a House committee was giving testimony, and he was interrupted several times by pro-Palestinian protesters there to tell him to his face exactly who he is, what he is, and the kinds of atrocities that are happening at the stroke of his pen and at his behest. Let's take a look at those clips.
Mass graves outside of hospitals. This is sick. This is deranged. You are a war criminal. Shame on you.
You may continue.
Pursuing
Raqqa was 6 years old when Israelis killed her. Raqqa was 6 years old. Blinken, you will be remembered as the butcher of Gaza. You will be remembered for murdering innocent Palestinians.
By their arms, the people are bleeding in there. And it's like going down the people. Let it on his head. That's why I'm going down the people. Let it on his head. Blinken is a war criminal. We need
You're going to be charged with resisting arrest if you do not stop. We need money for health care in the housing, in the climate.
Secretary, you may continue.
40,000 people in like Lincoln's hand. We are paying the
No justice, no peace is how I literally interpret all of this, all of these disruptions, right? If the Palestinian people and oppressed and marginalized people, Black people, if people can't have justice, then the elites and the ruling class will not have peace. And Anthony Blinken is at work. Like him going up to testify in front of a congressional hearing, that's his job. And I love that these pro-Palestinian protesters are bringing the motherfucking smoke and the heat right to his motherfucking job and to his house. Shout out to the protesters that are still camped out at Kibbutz Blinken down there on Cambridge Road. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all. Go on Google Maps. They might still have Kibbutz Blinken up there. if you trying to stop by and show some support to the folks. So this, you guys, I'm not going to get too astrological on anybody because number one, I know half of y'all ain't with that shit, and the other half, and the other part of the reason I won't get astrological on it because I lack the expertise, but I do defer to the experts, and the experts say, as we are here coming in the age of Aquarius, here come Pluto going back into Aquarius, y'all. The shit as we have known it, the order of things as we literally have always known it in our actual lifetimes, we are about to see the shifting of the order of things, right? And it does seem, at least in some small way, that the wicked are about to be made to pay, to be made to own up for their sins. I'm talking about the wicked across a variety of disciplines and industries and fields and influences, right? And even though the ICC likely is not going to be able to ever arrest Benjamin Netanyahu or his defense minister or for the Hamas folks that have been implicated, which I don't know much about, by the way. So I would actually like to find out more about who the Hamas leaders are that have been included in this. But the news is that is BB up there, baby. BB, there's a bolo out for BB, guys. And if you see Benjamin Netanyahu, Philly, we're not just talking to y'all. You know that man from Philadelphia. Next time BB show up to go get him a kosher cheesesteak, you need to drop a dime on his ass. It's time to start snitching. Why? Because them people's looking for him. Them boys is looking for Benjamin Netanyahu, and I swear to God, I hope they catch him. But anyway, honestly, for this to just to be at minimum part of the moral record, I don't expect any legal accountability to really ever come to Israel and for Israel or for any individuals that have been named. But when the future generations look back and say, did anybody say anything? Was this just allowed to happen? We can say, not with clear consciences, not in any way for that, because this genocide, unfortunately, is going to be a moral stain upon us all, even though we don't stand for it, we don't support it. Tragically, here we are in the belly of the beast, unwittingly sending our tax dollars to go assist in the genocide. Some shit that we did not want, we did not ask for. Well, let me speak for myself here. Y'all don't have to feel my guilt. y'all don't have to feel my complicity in that, but I do feel some lots of guilt about that. But anyway, when the children, when the kids look back and ask, did anyone say and do anything? We can say, yeah, we did. They did. The rest of the world, in some part, saw it, recognized it. Is the rest of the world able to do anything? Is there anybody going? Are we going to see whatever the equivalent of the allies of World War II? Are we going to see anybody swoop in and try to help the Palestinians? I doubt that very seriously, and that's sad. Though I am want to continue to uplift and celebrate the regional support and resistance for the Palestinian folks, the folks in Lebanon, Hezbollah, the folks in Syria, the Iranians, the Yemeni, the Houthis. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to show up for the Palestinian folks. And unfortunately, guys, this is the best way we can show up. We can speak our resistance against it. We can take actions. We can support those that are actually out there putting their bodies on the line. We can harass and try to put pressure, political pressure on our elected officials. And we can make sure that Joe Biden, now granted, I already know Trump is not the best replacement for Joe Biden, but we also have to grow up here and accept that there's never going to be a good US president, right? No matter how much we want it to be, no matter how much we wish it to be, there has never been a good US president. Not Clinton, not Obama, not fucking Kennedy, not Jimmy Carter. not any of the ones they think is good. Maybe Roosevelt, maybe. And I'm talking about Franklin D, not Theodore, but ain't been no good US presidents by and large. So we need to absolve ourselves like, well, you know, but Trump, you might as well be saying but Biden. They are the same heads on the demon dragon, two-headed dragon, right? Separate heads on the Hydra is what they are. So anyway, we're gonna grow up one day and start rooting for presidents. You know what I'm saying? And presidential candidates. We are going to seize control of this goddamn country and make things right. I believe that. And here's the funny thing, y'all. We're not going to have to do much because the country's going to crumble all by itself. It's happening now. So if you are on medication and you need to start stockpiling in the ways that you can, push out your support links, man. We want our people to try to be as prepared as possible out here. You know what? That's somebody else I think we should have back on. I say back, they haven't been on here ever. But I would like to have Brother Balagoon from Warrior Class and Belay come and join us to talk about preparedness, even though I know they've done shows on this before. But I don't think that these messages could be repeated enough because shit is going downhill, and we better be ready with our boogie bags and our go bags and all that shit. So I mean, not shit, but you understand, items to assemble. So shout out to Warrior Class. So let me take a little breakity break. Let me take a pause for the cause here, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. It's Burn It Down with Kim Brown. Twitter. Oh, y'all hear me talking to y'all Twitter. You hear me talking to you over there on Twitter. Say something, man. If Twitter says something, stop the presses. Stop me in whatever it is I'm doing and tell me that Twitter has spoken, because I would like to hear it. And no, I will not ever call the platform X. X is reserved for Malcolm, for Dark Man, for Sadat, for the Klan, right? Like, I'm not calling Elon Musk shit X. Elon Musk has not deserved to even be anywhere near the fucking letter X. Yes, I know he owns SpaceX. And again, he didn't make that shit. Okay. Everybody think that Elon is in the goddamn laboratory trying to reconfigure the goddamn robots and the rockets and shit. No, that's not what the fuck Elon does. Elon is the money man. He's got people fooled that he's the brains of the operation. Bitch, please. If Elon came from a single family home, he went to public school, ain't no way. Even as a white and as a male, I still don't think, because he ain't got it. He ain't got the brains. He think he do because he got the money, but you ain't earned that money, sir. Your ancestors stole that money from Africa. Unfair and unsquare. You ain't smart. You just a colonizer. There's a difference. So anywho, do me a favor, everybody, subscribe to the channel. I because I was so very happy and appreciative that we made it to 5K. I'm debating on whether or not, as we make the next increment of subscribers in the thousands, do we even acknowledge that, or should we push it till we take it? We ain't, you know, shout out to 6,000 and 7,000 and 8,000 and when we get there, but should we not even acknowledge it until we get to 10? Or should I be grateful for every single one? And I'm grateful for every fan that I get, but I can't take a shit without every prick trying to, not y'all. I used to love that song. It was actually one of my favorite Eminem songs. Because I am whatever you say I am. And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam. Wah. Shut up, Marshall. Wah. Radio won't play your song. Wah. It's so hard to be a white rapper, isn't it? All the oppression that Marshall Mathers had to endure. The radio wouldn't even play his shit. And you managed to sell 10 million records in spite of. Isn't that amazing? I wonder why. He must have been that good. Wah. And I love the song, by the way. So, I'm conflicted. What was I going to say? Join us tomorrow morning for Women's Wednesdays on Black Power Media. It'll be the huge, maybe. Well, I don't know who's the huge. It's the huge. Jackie Luke Bond, Ricky Ryan, Lucretia Williams. Anyone else who would like to pop up? Big up Piper Carter. Shout out to the ear doctor as always. Join us 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on the Remix Morning Show, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings. Black Power Media. If you're not subscribed to Black Power Media, go on over there and subscribe. I think that the channel hit 40,000 or really close to 40,000. Are we at 40,000? Really close to 40,000. So BPM period. Black Power Media period is out here trying. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it. Fuck the frail shit. Because when our views come in, you got to use the scale that they weigh the whales with. All right, y'all. Speaking of, while we on the topic of New York niggas, hold on. The New York niggas was New Yorking at a very high level. Very, very high level. I haven't seen levels of New Yorkishness like this since 98 at least. It's been a long time. I haven't seen New York show out and New York it up in the ways that they have recently. It's Burn It Down with Kim Brown, everybody. Give the video a like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Follow us around the places at BIDWKB, Instagram, wherever the fuck. And our cash support platforms are also BIDWKB. That's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Shout out to patreon.com/BIDWKB. So in a very unserious story, I'm certain you guys have heard by now, or maybe even seen by now. And if you haven't, please let me show you. So rapper Cam, who is a successful rapper of a different era, hosts a very popular podcast with fellow other era rapper Mace and Betha, Cameron Giles, Undies Entertainment, and they gonna rise to the top, right? So Cam and Mace have the podcast, and all the news about Diddy has sparked a lot of conversation, a lot of commentary, people offering up their opinions. And I suppose CNN figured, okay, well, let's just reach out to one of these rappers and get their take on Diddy and his horrific abuse tape where he is viciously assaulting Cassie from a 2016 hotel CC footage that was captured and recently released. So here comes CNN. They say, all right, let's Cam and Mace. Okay, yeah, Mace used to be on Bad Boy with Puffy or Diddy, Sean Combs. I guess Mace wasn't available. Mace didn't return the call. Oh, but who shall answer the call? It will be Cameron Giles. It will be the pink pony power, whatever the fuck this nigga is selling. What is this nigga selling? Oh, wait. So for context, we're going to show the clip. So for context, you need to know this. And again, I feel like so many of my audience, like some of y'all are right in here with me. Y'all are my age mates. And then we have some that skew way younger. Big up to Tyler and what's up, Dawn Hammond. And we have, our more mature folks who may not, who may have some knowledge about rap music, but you may not know who the fuck Cameron is. Cameron, that is. So anyway, Cameron had some successful rap songs, but he is now a successful podcaster and has, I guess, an erection assistance powder that is called pink pony pink pussy pony. I don't know what the fuck the shit is called. It's got pink in it and it's got pony in it, and it's confusion. I don't understand, but it's not meant for me to understand, so that's fine. So observe CNN. I don't even know who this lady is because I don't watch fucking CNN, but the CNN host, a black woman, has Cameron on here, and then hilarity ensues. Let's take a look.
That video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel. Did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that, trafficking minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you
as far as
recognize
everything
him?
I just said,
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't know like that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he.
That's not the rest. No, it's way longer. Where's the rest of it? That's it? You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I don't know why it just froze like that, but I'm about to pull it up and play it again. Sorry.
YouTube is a fucking whore. Yo, a whole whore. YouTube, that is. I don't know what to say now. I'm gonna have to reset because this clip is this ain't go chop well. This ain't go edit well. What's up, y'all? Well, I mean, what should I do here, Will? I don't know what to say. Like because we literally need the rest of the video. Like we actually need to see the rest of the video because that's the whole context of what I'm trying to talk about
video.
Here. So hold on, Will. I gotta reset
Diddy,
because
Cassie
you gotta
in
stop
that
it.
hotel. Did you
gotta stop it because I gotta reset. I gotta reset because it's never gonna. This is never gonna clip well in this format. So I need to start over. Sorry, guys. This is what a live show. Y'all get to witness a take two. Let me do a take two in live television or YouTube, whatever the fuck this is in my house. So anyway, 3, 2, 1. It's Burning Down with Kim Brown, y'all. We appreciate you guys making the time to join us. Everybody that's watching live and going to be watching us later, engage with the video, like, share, subscribe, comment, chat, etc., etc. BIDWKB around the internet. So you can support us with our Cash Apps support platform. Same way. BIDWKB, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, patreon.com/BIDWKB. So CNN, for reasons, decided to call Cameron, of all people, and ask him his thoughts on Diddy. Now, here's the problem with that. Cameron is a known infamous figure as a mainstream cable news guest. And after we look at the CNN clip, we're going to revisit why Cameron is a folk legend as a cable news guest. We're going to revisit that. We're going to go back in time and see that. But let me set this up. So here we are, CNN. A black woman anchor whom I do not know because I do not watch CNN. Why? Because CNN does not have any credibility as a news outlet with me personally. I'm sorry. I've seen CNN fuck up a lot of easily checkable factual shit. I've seen CNN engage in what I would call racist coverage. They tend to platform coons. They just do a lot of things that I don't like and I prefer not to engage with in my news outlet. But here we go. So CNN, in desperately seeking some comment from a guest of note in the hip hop world regarding the the recently released Diddy video of him brutally assaulting Cassie, the video from 2016, they booked Cameron. Cameron, you guys know, is a rapper of yesteryear, also the host alongside former Bad Boy rapper Mace, who was not a guest. Which I wonder, well, if they got Cameron, why didn't they just ask Mace? Mace know Diddy, like Mace know the nigga. Why wouldn't they ask Mace? We're gonna get the answer to that here in just a second. But I want us to take a look at the clip. I want us to take a look at the clip. I want us to take a look at the clip because the shit's hilarious. The shit is absolutely fucking hilarious. And I want everybody to think twice before you ask Gen Xers to do any fucking thing, okay? Because let me assure you, Gen X, of which a generation I am part of, we didn't give a fuck at 20. So be assured, beloveds, we absolutely will give no fucks at 50. Okay. So just be mindful of before you ask Gen X to do shit and ask Gen X their opinion on shit. Gen X is going to say and do exactly what they want to do. So let's take a look at this clip of Cameron on CNN, absolutely being Cameron. Let's check it out.
Of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel. Did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video is egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't know like that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him. So yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide, for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man. That's
thanks for
crazy,
joining
man.
us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
Cameron, thank you. That'll be quite enough out of you, nigger. Jesus. Someone get this nigger off my screen. Jesus. Oh my gosh, the bougie is just Oh, I don't even know that lady, but I bet she never, ever in her real, actual life encountered a nigga like Cameron. Ever, never. It is very clear. Cameron, thank you. That'll be quite enough, Cameron. First of all, Cameron, wow, for drinking his fucking erectile dysfunction potion right there live on CNN and talk about I'm about to get some cheeks later. Cool, nigga. Good luck. We best of luck. We everybody. We hope everyone ends up well in that situation. Okay, cool. But it was really, really striking the sort of obliviousness. Like, and again, everybody. You know your eras, you know where you are from, who for example, I know nothing about the 2010 and beyond era of rap. I don't know shit about Nicki Minaj. I don't know shit about Drake. I listened to one J. Cole album. I don't know shit. Who is the other? Who is these little niggas? The Migoses, the Amigos, the three Amigos. I don't know nothing about none of these niggas. Who's Rihanna ugly boyfriend? What's that nigga name? ASAP, the Rockies nigga. I don't know none of these niggas. Okay, so I would not put myself in a position to be asking or interviewing one of these rappers that I know nothing about. I know nothing about their beefs, the connections. There's sagas with folks over the years. To my knowledge, Cameron and Diddy have not had any public entanglements that I'm aware of. And also to my knowledge, Cameron has not been hit with no charges or no allegations of domestic violence or sexual assault that I'm aware of, okay? Because let us not do our Googles on the number of rappers that have had accusations in their lifetime. We'd be here a while, right? But to my knowledge, Cameron's not on that list. So I'm just okay. You could ask him because he's not a documented dirtball, right? About what he thinks about the allegations, but don't ask him what he thinks or what kind of personal relationship he had with Diddy, because you're going to get an answer just like that. Okay, because clearly you don't know, you're not paying attention, or whoever the producer or the talent booker, as Cam properly raised the question, who the talent agent on this, son? Who booked me for that? The disrespect, I would have cussed him on the spot, but that's why I don't work at CNN. That's why I don't work at CNN. Well, first of all, I would have known better. No, y'all, Cameron. Who? Y'all got Cameron? Nah. Unless y'all want this to go sideways. would have been me talking to the producers like, why Cam? Unless y'all want a viral moment, which of course, that's not beyond the realm of possibility that CNN was just, but sometimes CNN accidentally walks itself into a viral moment, or any of these cable news networks for that matter, because they're fucking buffoons. And they don't know shit, and they'll put any fucking body on the goddamn TV so long as they believe that they're going to hold a certain narrative. And that's what I appreciate about Cam's performance right there, is that he wasn't going to hold to a certain narrative. He wasn't gonna bounce back and forth with the cadence. She asked a question and then he gave it like a three sentence response. Like, Cameron wasn't here for that shit. Cameron was going to show up as himself. I appreciate that. And clearly Cameron do not give a fuck if he ever get called from CNN again. And I love that. I love every piece of that energy. And by the way, Cam did address this on the Cam and May show the next day. Will, if we could get that queued up, because he raising some points. Obviously, he he points out the fact that he was promoting his product, his magic dick elixir, whatever that is. But anyway, listen to his response and to why he kind of gave the energy that he gave to that lady on CNN. Let's take a look.
Elephant in the room. You were on another show.
Yeah, I came. I didn't even go home last night because I went to the studio. I washed up though, so I'm good. I ain't gonna explain none of that. But yeah, man, you was gonna say something? Oh no, I seen your hand. Yeah, no, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was, Mace, that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is or the positive stuff we do in the community, how every day, 5 days a week, Mace talks to kids on a Zoom call. Mace doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mace. Is that every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening.
where he's at, it could be money involved, it could be a photo shoot, it could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the world about being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, you know, one day he was at my house and he told me, Kim, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things. And you call me on CNN for the bullshit, I'm going to give you the bullshit. That's just what's going to happen. So we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mace bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for? Like, nigga, it was self-explanatory. So I got us some free promo. I didn't get the shout out to Dipset Couture. Make sure you go online to dipsetcouture.us to order some shirts and everything else. But yeah, I just felt that you try to use me, pause, to whatever Diddy going through to down him. And listen, the video, I don't support it. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in anything that has to do with being a pedophile. I don't believe in sex trafficking. I think what I seen the video was egregious, and the charges are fucked up. They're really fucked up. Oh, wait, but nigga, I said what I said. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Then we got on the commercial. That was that. So that's how that went yesterday, man. I don't know why they didn't watch 60 Minutes. They ain't watch Bill O'Reilly. This is what I do on them joints, boys. Y'all keep inviting me up to Fox, CNN, 60 Minutes. Y'all already know what the resume is with them shows with me. But yeah, that's what happened, Stat.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of questions. So I just wanted you to clarify up here. But you guys know we film 5 times a week. He had the Pink Horsepower up there. Y'all seen it. And if you haven't seen the video, it's on Cam's page. You can go to his Instagram and check it out. And also, again, shout out to Mace for always being positive and doing good things, because that's what we do over here.
Right. And real quick before you move on, that's what I really want to focus on, because I know we play and joke a lot, but y'all call us up there for that and don't invite us to talk about shit that's positive. Y'all call me like this. We did this in less than 24 hours. You could have called us up for a bunch of positive different things that we do. But you want to play games, that's what you got. That's just what it is. And I don't think we was playing games. I just went up there to promote all the different things that we have going on.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, mission accomplished.
And I'm saving my takes for the documentary.
Yeah.
So if y'all wondering how I feel, it's coming soon. Pause.
Yeah.
So I can
Pause. My bad.
Oh.
I was just wanted to chime in for that. My bad.
You good. Let me say this real quick. So I can appreciate Cam, feeling as though he was being used by CNN. You want to call me up with the bullshit? I'll come on in and I'll give you bullshit. I said what I said. I think this egregious. I don't agree with domestic violence. I don't agree with the sex trafficking. I don't agree. Yeah, I hear you not agreeing. What I don't hear you doing is condemning, right? And again, I'm not trying to play word games. I know when he says he doesn't agree, he is saying, I guess, a roundabout way that he does condemn. But I didn't hear those words specifically. And the thing is, the issue with this Diddy stuff is it should be sparking a larger conversation around the sexual exploitation and even the labor and the intellectual property exploitation, the capitalistic perspective of music industry, which is not absolved from capitalism. It is very much in it, right? Except it exploits people. It usually chews up people and spits them out. People's lives end up ruined from being a part of this industry. And sometimes individuals are allowed to harm so many just themselves, but I mean, not just themselves. They are helped and enabled by those that surround them, but by themselves. Yeah, they can be responsible for many harms against a lot of folks. And the bottom line is that Cameron is just not the guy to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? He does not have the depth to do that. Like, he doesn't even have the perspective to do that. All he was interested in going there was to promote the pink pony power, right? Pink pony penis power. powder, which is fine. And that is not a Cam fault. That is a CNN fault. Like CNN, you should know this. This is not the guy to be having conversations about the issues of domestic violence and sexual violence in the music industry. There's no question that Cameron has observed domestic violence and has at least observed sexual misconduct against women in the rap game, in the music biz, right? They didn't ask him that. They asked him, did you see Diddy do the shit? And he answered, I suppose, truthfully, no, I didn't see Diddy do the shit. The question would have been, is there a larger issue with this in the industry? What have you witnessed? Not necessarily what have you seen Diddy do? That's where he took umbrage, right? Don't be asking me about this other man. I don't hang out with that nigga. Fuck that nigga, right? Was Cam's energy. But the journalist dropped the ball there on trying to expand Cameron's expertise and experience on having been in this business about what he has seen on that front, possibly from others, or allow him to, or ask him questions that he can answer in general terms and maybe see what he thinks about that. So it was a fail all around on CNN. CNN's the catalyst of all this blame, but Cam, shame on him for sort of lacking the depth to even engage in a conversation like that. It was sort of a mixed matched thing from the beginning. But Cam said in the video there, for those that may not be familiar about Cam, yo, you need to check the resume, son. Yo, niggas, they ain't see me on 60 Minutes, son. They ain't see me on O'Reilly. Yo, you better check the resume. You know what time it is. And yep, all of us of a certain age absolutely know what time it is. So when you bring in Cameron Giles into your cable news studio, kids, let's go back in time, shall we? To one of the greatest cable news appearances ever by anybody, living or dead. Okay, living or dead. That time where the energies, in fact, were aligned. That time that Cameron and Dame Dash joined the O'Reilly Factor on Fox News. And Bill O'Reilly, where's O'Reilly from, y'all? Levittown? He's from one of them pre-planned towns outside of New York City. It was all New York. It was all the New York City indignation. The O'Reilly looking down at these Harlem niggas. Them Harlem niggas looking at this fucking racist asshole from Levittown. Like, it was all the energy. It was energy, and all the energies were matched. So I don't even remember how. I have no idea how long this clip is. I don't even care, because we're gonna watch this shit, because the shit's classic. And if you're not familiar, if you've never seen Cameron and Dame Dash on the O'Reilly Factor, preemptively, you are welcome. You are welcome, because you will be thanking me. So Will, take it away. Let's go back.
Elementary school in Philadelphia, Salome Thomas L. told us he believes gangster rap music is extremely harmful to his inner city students. So we decided to get Grammy nominee Cameron, who raps about pimping and bitches and among other things, and rap producer Damon Dash, a co-founder of Rockefeller Records, together with Mr. Thomas L., who joins us now from Philly. And here they all are. Now we're going to have a nice, intelligent discussion here, gentlemen, and I'm going to moderate this discussion.
Pimping and bitches.
Yeah,
Pimping and bitches.
You got it in your record purple haze right here. But anyway, let Mr. Thomas L. direct his questions, and then you guys can answer, and you can ask him questions or whatever you want. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm a big fan of yours. I grew up on hip-hop.
Thank you,
I'm a little older, so, I was a Run DMC fan, KRS-One.
Yes, sir.
But I'm always promoting the positive of rap. I mean, Jay-Z's an excellent example of someone who's has started his own label, who's an entrepreneur. So always promoting that with my young people. But I spoke to some students today in preparation for our conversation tonight, and they were just so excited about the fact that I will be conversating with you guys, but also began to talk about the impact of the rap business on our young people, and many of them talked about how they understand that it's to sell records and it's for promotion, but there are many young people who are affected by the lyrics, by the example, the videos. They talked about how many of them knew about a video that Ludacris has where there are strippers and lap dances and those kinds of things, and these are 11, 12, 13-year-old students who are very aware of what goes on. And I was just wondering what your thoughts were on whether you thought you really had an impact on the lives of young people and whether you thought it was negative or positive.
Cameron, why don't you go ahead?
At the end of the day, yeah, you got an influence on it, but so do movies. Like with me, I'm just an author. So what I do is I write what goes on in the ghetto. I'm not a liar. So if what I tell you goes on in my album, that's what goes on in the streets of Harlem. Now I'm like a reporter. You look at the news, you don't get mad at the person reporting the news. A lot of influence, I think, go to movies. A lot of people look at the movies and then they react. The kids that killed them kids in, where was that thing? Like Columbine. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I don't think they were listening to rap at all. I think that was more like a Marilyn Manson jump off, you know, like.
What if an 11-year-old kid imitates you, Cameron? What if he uses 4-letter words and he develops a lifestyle based upon the street? He gets tattooed. He gets all this. Yeah. Well, let me just say, and then you can jump in. Do you feel badly about that?
No, I don't.
Can I maybe interject? If a 11-year-old were to imitate Cameron, what they would be doing is becoming the CEO of their own company, controlling their own destiny, taking a bad situation and making it good. He has a record company. He sold a lot of records. He's acted in movies. I feel like he's a positive.
Also.
He has a cologne.
I have a clothing line.
He's an entrepreneur.
You know what I'm talking about, David.
Well, no, he's an entrepreneur by his own right.
If you have a child who is unsupervised and then Mr. Thomas L. has to try to teach,
right,
and he's using 4-letter words inappropriately, he's dressing inappropriately, he doesn't have value of education, then that kid's in trouble.
Who's to say what's inappropriate as far as dressing goes? But on another level, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the Terminator, he was shooting up half of everyone in sight.
It's a cartoon, though. This is more real.
The Terminator is not a cartoon.
This is real, though, isn't it?
Well, no.
In my life, everybody's rap is
This is real. It's not a Terminator cartoon. All right, Mr. Thomas L., what else do you want to ask these guys?
You didn't let me finish that. That wasn't very fair.
All right, go ahead. Well, let Mr. Dash finish.
Now, we're talking about the good governor of California.
That's right, and I'm telling you his movie's a cartoon, whereas this rap stuff is real life.
But you said if there's
determine that?
Hold on, Ken. If there's an unsupervised child, how is he to know whether it's real or not? How is he to determine what's real and what's not real? Who's to supervise him?
All right, so you think that the Terminator movies are just as damaging or more so than gangster rap?
I would have to say being that there's a visual and being there's no explanation to him and being that
visuals on these rap videos too, though.
But what I'm saying is it's glorified. There's no justification for all the shooting that goes on. So if he's reporting what goes on around the street, he's a product of his environment. Not to say him, but he's reporting what is a product of his environment. How is that wrong for him to report that?
Gentlemen, let's be honest.
Thomas, I'll get in here.
Gentlemen, let's be honest. Who do these kids relate to more? You, someone from the inner city, or someone from another country, or someone from the suburbs? Let's be quite honest.
Well, what I was
you came up the same way I did,
right?
The same way millions of these kids do every day. We're growing up in a fatherless society. We're growing up. A lot of our friends, your friends, my friends, didn't have a lot of supervision at home. Most of the time, they were at our homes. We had good parents. We had parents who didn't allow us to do or watch these kinds of things.
Right.
But these children now, in the movie industry, believe me, I'm a critic of the movie industry also. I think that these kids are watching too much TV, period. But my issue is that when you rap about what these children relate to because it's in their environment. You've already stated that they don't know your story because you're a CEO, and I agree. But see, you don't promote that, and your company doesn't promote that. They promote 4-letter words.
We don't promote entrepreneurship. We don't promote positive and ownership of your company. I'm making it cool to be smart.
All right.
I'm making it cool. Wait, let me. I'm making it cool to be a businessman.
It's not about business.
It's about business for you because you feel like it might give you better ratings to portray something negative within the image of hip hop.
It is negative.
It's not negative to be a businessman. It's not negative to take care of the economy around you.
It's negative to make money, Mr. Dash, if you hurt children.
How do you hurt children by promoting to be an entrepreneur and a CEO and to do right by?
Looking at a principle.
For example.
Hold it. You're looking at a principle.
Why you don't want to let him talk? You mad? Where'd you start? Current affair, right?
No, wrong.
Well, you faked the lie. I got dirt on you, doggy.
Cameron,
I'm going to get at you in a minute.
You go ahead. You get at
I'm going to get at you in a minute.
Listen, you guys. You're looking at a guy who teaches inner city kids and who's telling you face to face that he has problems with kids based upon the rap music, and you're rationalizing it all up and down.
I thought you were going to mediate.
I am.
No, what
I'm
you're
just
doing, you're giving opinions. That's not, you're not
No, I
objecting
can give my
mediator now,
opinion.
Bill.
It's my program.
Bill, oh, now it's your program. Bill.
Yes, my program.
Bill, come on, Bill.
We'll have the
Let's stay
dash factor
objective.
some other time.
I have the dash factor.
Gentlemen, I got
a question for Cameron based upon what you just said.
Come on, let's keep it civil.
This is civil.
I've got.
Wait a minute, Mr. Anderson. Now, look, if the principal tells you that there are children in his school, Cameron, who are being adversely affected by your music, do you care?
I care, but you got to talk to their parents.
What if they don't have good parents?
While they're in school, they have to have parents to be in school. Somebody send them to school.
No, they don't have good parents.
Well, listen, if that's the case, homeboy, whoever's in my ear on the television, you need to have parent-teacher conferences with your students. Whether it's their aunt, their cousin, their sister, somebody send these kids to school. They're not 11 years old staying home by themselves. I can't go home and talk to these students at night. You need to have more parent-teacher conferences if you have problem with your students.
All right, let him reply. Let him reply. Go ahead.
Let
him reply.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas L. reply.
That was a good point, Cam.
Thank you.
Right. Actually, no, it's an excellent point. Actually, you are talking to these students because they listen to you every day. See, you are.
So I got more influence than their parents. That's a problem.
No.
That's a problem. That is a problem. So you need to have parents-teacher conference because these are your students. You feel me? I can't come if you want me to come to your school and talk to your students. I can do that.
No,
for you.
I don't. No,
all right,
I don't.
Listen.
Are you
have to
come
talk
use
to
a four-letter word?
Go ahead. Are
you going to come?
Let him get in.
You have to talk to your parents.
You're cutting me off, sir.
You're mad.
Go ahead, Mr. Thomas L. Go ahead.
No. What I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is that you're making millions of dollars off of these kids.
How you know
the same kids that you're now denigrating, the same parents that you're now denigrating, you make millions of dollars off
of these people. How do you know how much money I make?
Go ahead.
So let me ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
I think it's pretty unfair for you to judge the circumstance without properly understanding it, but every opportunity we get, we try to say as positive things as we can, which is why when we do make these monies, we give back to a community. Me and Cam ourselves from 142nd Street to Lenox, we do have a program there that teaches the kids to be positive. We make them go to school. We support a basketball program, and every chance we get, we personally know 150 kids in the neighborhood and speak to them and tell them to stay in school and incentivize them to stay in school.
Now I'm going to take a break. I'm going to hold these guys.
About that?
Okay.
Oh, the good old days. You heard the principal address Dame and Cam and say, you know, these kids watch too much TV. No mention of smartphones, no mention of cell phones, no mention of social media. And here were these discussions plentiful. But yes, that was one of the appearances that Cam has made on cable news, in which the hosts have been a little flustered. But again, I love the energy. Oh, you mad, doggy? I'm gonna get at you. He told Bill O'Reilly, but get at him. And O'Reilly, you know, he's like, well, I guess you're going to get at me then. Okay. So anyway, Cameron Giles. Don't play with Gen X, period. TikTok had this trend going around where it was all these Gen Xers, all these people my age and older. Because by the way, I am a baby on the Gen X scale, by the way. If Gen X, technically, when does Gen X end? What's Gen X? Is it 70? No. It's 65, 1965 to 1980. That's Gen X. So 15-year span. I was born in 78, baby, kid. So see, I know what they call elder millennials. I don't know what they call younger Gen Xers. I guess they still call us old niggas. Whether or not what's the difference between born in 1965 and 1978? Nothing, old nigga. You old nigga. So as a younger Gen X, right? Whatever. Looking at the TikToks and this Gen X, you know, talking all this shit like, oh, y'all don't want to wake us up. Y'all don't want to come for us. We feral. We had to, you know, we got locked outside and had to drink out the water hose, like that kind of shit. Which, by the way, I kind of disagree with that characterization that Gen X was quote unquote feral. We had a lot of outside time, no doubt. But guess what? When you came back in the house and your mama had company, you any kind of company, motherfuckers popping up, neighbors in the house or friends, relatives, whatever, you had to come in and speak. You know, we had to come in and be cordial. We had to come in and display manners. We had to come in and display what folks call home training, right? You can't have home training and be feral, okay? So we was outdoorsy. We were adventurous. I'll let these other motherfuckers refer to themselves as feral. I had home training. I can't speak for the rest of y'all. I had home training. So anyway, anyway. So my point is, but here's what one thing that is consistent about Gen X: gender, across gender identity, across racial, all that shit. Gen X don't give a single absolutely solitary fuck, except for all the sellouts, of which there are plenty in Gen X. But regular ass Gen X gives no fucks. I'm sorry, you little feelings is hurt. I'm sorry, what, I'm supposed to be respectable? You want me to show decorum here in this? No. Because if I choose not to, I won't. That's it. If I choose to come in here and comport myself to the norms of whatever situation I'm in, okay, I'm making a choice to do that. But should I choose at any moment to not do that, I will choose not to do that, and I will be unapologetic about it. I don't give a fuck what you got to say to me about me after the fact. Yes, I'm aware. I'm gonna get talked about. Yup. But negative things likely are going to be said. But when I choose to turn off my giving a fuck switch, and I put that giving a fuck switch into the off position, in which we are giving no fucks. Oh, anything's liable to be said, beloveds. Anything to anyone. Don't make me pull out my resume. It's interesting. It's interesting. So anyway, shout out to Cam for not going for the bullshit, and also shout out to Cam for kind of being on the bullshit. You know, it would be nice if we could see Gen X men have these conversations about the long-standing issues, especially amongst our generation of Black folks, of rampant sexual violence and sexual abuse against Gen X women, and the abuse, you know, that comes from the domestic violence front on that too. You know, I don't know what Diddy did. Yeah, you probably don't know what Diddy did, but you know what your man's did. Whoever man's that is, you know what I'm saying? And that's the shit I don't like. By the way, guys, I don't like when motherfuckers shrug their shoulders. Well, I don't know nobody. You a liar. How old is Cameron? 50? You think Cam knows some abusers? Again, not to say shit, he might kick it with him. I don't know. But gentlemen, don't play on our face like you don't know. I don't know nobody like that. You a lie. Yeah, you do. You know somebody. It might even be your dad. Might be your grandfather. Might be your brother. Might be your line brother. Might be your co-worker. Might be the nigga in your fantasy football fucking pool. Like you stop. That's where I have to take umbrage with the disingenuousness. Like, don't act like you don't know. You may not be the participant. You may not be enabler, being generous here. But don't tell me you don't know nobody. I don't know no dudes like that. I don't giggle with dudes like that. Okay. Okay. Whatever you say, baby. Whatever you say. Anyway, that's to show kids. My apologies for not being able to get in the chat at all for reasons I don't understand. I was hitting the button. I know I do have issues with technology on occasion, like daily, but usually I can get in the chat and pull up the broadcast with no problem. Oh shit, Bagheera said get off the motherfucking phone. Okay, Bags, I'm about to get off the phone. I'm about to get off the phone, Bags. Hold on. Let me try one last time to see if I can get into the chat. I don't know. My phone, I have what is this? 11 iPhone 11. Oh, it's Boo Boo. There you go. Okay, there we go. Oh, there y'all go. Okay, good. Hold on. Oh, wait, there's a whole goddamn chat here that I have missed entirely. If you're watching us right now live, do me a favor. Please help the video to get to 100 likes. That would be so swell. What's up, my son, Tyler Hackner? Thank you so much, baby. Damian Stoner Loner, appreciate you checking in from across the pond. What does it say? Moonbeezy, thank you so much. I hope you're saying nice things. Who else we got in here? We got some folks I've never seen. Prester John, appreciate. Who is that? That's another person. Shout out to Holly. Who are these people? thank you all so much for coming in here, people. Shout out to the mods. Big up. I already said what's up to Tyler. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to Latif. Appreciate all you guys do. Everyone that's a regular viewer, thank you all so much. Tune in tomorrow for Kim's Twitch Turn Up on Twitch, BIDWKB. Follow me on Twitch. Set your notifications. Unfortunately, kids, I can't guarantee a time because I'd be a little frazzled sometimes. So I can't promise 5 o'clock, nor can I promise 6 nor 7. But it could be, it could be at any time. So go follow me on Twitch at BIDWKB. If you're watching on Twitch right now, thank y'all so much for showing up. Set your notifications because it's Kim's Twitch Turn Up. I turn back into Radio DJ Kim. And my Kim's Twitch Turn Up playlist tomorrow, I'm going to be doing Jay-Z samples, songs of Hove's that he has sampled that come from deep within the 70s soul diaspora. Jay-Z, part of what makes him or has made him one of the better rappers of his day is his beat selection. And the producers that he used a lot in terms of beats usually used a lot of really dope soul samples. So I want us to take a look into that. So that's going to be the theme of tomorrow's Kim's Twitch Turn Up on Twitch at BIDWKB. Twitter, Will didn't say y'all said anything. So I can only assume that y'all a bunch of weirdos and y'all just sitting over there. Y'all just sitting over there watching this shit, which is fine, I guess. But, you know, everybody else speak, you know what I'm saying? Even Facebook. Sometimes we get a like on Facebook. That's engagement. Twitter. I don't know what y'all over there doing. I don't know what y'all over there doing. But thanks for watching, though. At least we'd like to hear from you. What's up to Donnie? What's up, Afraid Not? Thank you, baby, for your support. Who is that? Is that Musa? What's up, Musa? Thank you so much. Musa, are you the artist formerly known as Devin? Are you Dev? Is this Dev? Little Big Dev? All the devs? Well, Musa, but the artist formerly known as? Because Musa, I'm 45. You can't expect me to keep up with things. If names have been changed, beloved, I didn't get the email. No one, my notification did not go off on that name change. If that's what I have to say. What's up, you two academia? You over there making Dr. Ball upset. Stop antagonizing Dr. Ball, y'all, because Dr. Ball will go in the chat and put your comment on that Summer Jam screen and say, what the fuck is this shit? Stop antagonizing. Y'all know the Beijings we have endured, not anywhere near what our brown and dark skinned brothers and sisters have endured, but we have endured some, you know what I'm saying? And the Beijings is ready to snap. They can only take so much. So knock it off. What's up, James? Thank you so much, James. Yipper99. Appreciate y'all. I was going to ask Will to come on here and talk to us. What's up, Afra? I was going to ask Will to come on here and talk to us about how the EYL went. But I heard it got spicy, and I think I'm a mind my business. Will, do you want to talk about the EYL live, or should we mind our business? I think we should mind our business. I think I'm gonna mind my business.
Yeah, I'm in the minding business.
I'm in the
minding my business myself.
I'm totally.
But yeah, it was a good event. Shout out to Latif. Shout out to Jackie. Dr. Ball. Bashi was there.
Bashi was there.
Yeah,
oh wow,
Nefa,
you guys are so lucky.
Yeah, it was good. It was cool. It was a good, experience. Like, again, I'm heavy on the production stuff, so I thought the production stuff they needed,
Will, you was right there. See, look at how niggas do you. This nigga Will was there. This nigga Will know how to do all that shit, and Will like, damn, yo, it looked like they having some trouble.
They need some technical support. I was like, let me mind my business. And,
These niggas ain't shit. Oh, and when I say these niggas, I'm talking about Will. This nigga Will ain't shit. You knew how to fix all the shit. It sat there and just sat there as a.
Why you trying to start beef with Diallo?
I'm not, because I thought we was a collective.
You trying to start beef with everybody over there? He just let y'all shit fall apart, huh? He could have saved the whole thing.
This nigga's supposed to be a supporter, Will. You're supposed to be part of the collective. You know what I'm saying? You one of Dr. Ball's former students. You down with BIDWKB, that's part of the BPM collective.
I was observing that day, okay? Can I enjoy it?
Oh.
Dang, Kim want me to work every day. That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of that, y'all have a good night.
Damn, you right, Will. It was your day off, but damn, I'm just saying, dog. Like, you know, you see the brothers and sisters in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? You said they be all right. Will said they work it out.
I thought it was gonna be a rap battle event type energy, and it kind of was a little bit, but a little bit of a URL smack event, you know. But you know, I'm glad. I hope they do more. We definitely gotta do something like that too.
Yo, for you to say that, especially in this day and time when the rap beef energy is like way up here, right? And Will's like, yeah, it was like rap beef energy and rap battle. I'm like, oh shit, that's saying a lot. If it was giving rap battle energy, because the rap battle energy is large right now, shorty. So anyway, it's on the BPM.
They needed Smack to moderate. They needed a moderator to get between everybody, but it was good. I'm glad they went. You know, like I said, shout out to them. Keep it up.
That's what I'm saying. That's right. But you're right, Will. It's your day off. You ain't have to moderate, you know, or push buttons or none of that. You know, it's fine. It'll be together next time. So anyway, we're going to mind our grown folks' business. Well, we are going to mind grown folks' business. I'm going to mind grown folks' business. What's up? Candy Rain. Candy Rain, was you in the building? Did you see Will big ass in there? Will's a big find. He's easy to spot. He come in the club shaking his dreads, throwing his bows and busting his heads. All right, guys, that's the show. I'm hungry. It's time to eat some dinner. So we will see y'all back here on Friday for Burn It Down with Kim Brown. Please join me tomorrow morning for the Remix Morning Show on Black Power Media. It's Women's Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Eastern. Set your bells and notifications on Black Power Media Twitch. I will see y'all niggas between the hours of 5 and 7 at some point for the Kim Switch Turn Up at BIDWKB on Twitch. And thanks, guys. I appreciate all that you do for showing up and supporting. We'll see y'all back here on Friday, guys. Thank you all so much. Big up to Will and Molly. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Deuces.